Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're taking a look at this Lexus. It's a 2010 RX350. And the reason why I'm showing you this is it's pretty much a straightforward oil change, but the way you jack this car up, it seems a little odd to me. I actually had to check in the owner's manual just to make sure that I was doing the right thing. And I had done it before, but it seemed weird to me. But because you jack it up right here close to the front, right behind this air dam, there's a little U-notch there. And I'm going to show you here in a moment. There's some little oddities about the way the oil filter goes in. What you're going to need for this job is a 3/8 drive ratchet and a 14mm socket. This is for the oil plug, and I like to use an extension. You probably don't have to, but it helps you to get this drain plug off the bottom of the oil filter housing. So here in a moment we're going to dive in, but you want to make sure your car is jacked up, and you might be able to do it without jacking the car up, but I had to raise it up a little bit just so I could get the camera in there and show you guys what's going on. But of course you're going to need an oil catch pan. You may or may not need one of these devices. It's just a little oil filter extension wrench that you can stick on there. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a moment. Okay, here's that spot that's back behind the air dam. You can see that the plastic from the little air deflector or whatever, that might be light metal, but it's notched out so that you can get your jack right in here. Essentially you want to center it up right where that hole is. But back over here, hopefully you can see that. It's the oil pan drain plug. So it's a 14mm socket, and I'm going to reach up there. That's standard, just like any other oil change in the world. You just take the plug out, make sure you don't drop it in the pan, and hang on to it, clean it off, inspect the seal if it has one, and replace it if necessary. Some of them have a seal that you have to change out. You'll know if it's bad because it'll be dripping oil right there. Okay, this oil filter housing, it's designed so that you can take this center part out right here, just this part, with a standard 3/8 drive ratchet and an extension. This is where you need the extension, and it's got a little O-ring seal on it. But I've changed the oil on this vehicle a couple of other times, and every time I've tried to do it, it's ended up taking the entire housing off. So it's kind of bypassed that. And I've changed out the O-ring every single time because there's an O-ring in here and there's another O-ring up on the top part of the housing that you have to change out. But I've changed it out every single time, and so far I haven't been able to get this thing to break loose without turning the entire thing and breaking the entire thing loose. So then I just do it like a traditional one and dump it into the oil pan, and so far that's worked out. But I got to break this loose. One thing you can do, if these are stuck on there, you can kind of just hit it with your hand like that, and it broke right loose. And also, I like to make sure the car is a little bit warm, so that way, you know, all the oil flows nicely when it comes out. But yeah, this car actually holds, I believe it's 6 quarts of oil. We'll check that out here in a minute. Correction, it's 6.5 quarts of 0W20. And I've been running the Mobil 1, but I noticed last time when I was in there getting oil that now they're starting to have that 0W20 and Valvoline and a couple of other flavors also. Yep, the same thing happened. I just tried to break the thing loose, and when you put this in the spot there, you can see that whole thing's turning, which is fine. It's not really designed to do that. This thing is supposed to come out of there, and not once have I actually had that happen. And I tried holding on to this while I'm doing it, but I can't get enough of a grip on it with anything to make that happen. So okay, I'm just gonna unscrew that with my hand. And if you're sensitive to oil, you might want to get some rubber gloves or plastic gloves or something. Okay. And there's here's what we're looking at. I'm just going to turn this over, get oil all over my hands. And when we come back, we'll be up top side, and I'll show you how this looks from the top side. Okay, here's basically what we're working with. I got the housing out of there, but I wanted to show you. There's an O-ring here that you need to change out, and I had to take mine and stick this housing on the vise and break this loose. There's also another little O-ring inside of here that I like to change out. You can see it right there. It just let loose a little more oil. That's fine. But here's what the filter looks like. I can pull it out of there. I think whenever you get that housing out of there, or when you get this, this bottom cap off of there, you're supposed to be able to shove this deal in there, and that helps you drain the oil out of the filter housing, which would make it a lot nicer, but it's not that big a deal. I'm used to changing oil this way, so never used one of those. But yeah, we're gonna pull the old filter out. You can see it's pretty gross. Time for a new one. Pretty crusty. And dump any remnants out of there. I like to wipe the housing down a little and clean it out. I didn't bring a pick over here. Hopefully I won't need one. I'm just going to pull this O-ring off. Okay, we're going to drop that in the bottom. And just start to wipe a little oil around the thing. And just start it on there. But yeah, I basically just wanted to show you this filter housing. Apparently it's Toyota product, but maybe a lot of Toyotas are this way. But it's the one thing that's a little odd about this. This is ready to be tightened up on the bottom here. Don't forget that. It's an O-ring seal, so just really good and snug is all you need. You don't have to put the Hercules on it. But okay, well, I'm going to go back and install this filter and the oil drain plug, and we'll fill it up with oil. I usually do the whole 5 quarts to start with, and then add a quart, so make it 6. Start the engine up, let all the systems pressurize for a moment, shut it off, and then check it again, and usually that's when I add that other half a quart. Welcome back, friends. Now we're going to reach into the glove box, and we're going to get out our Lexus, and we're going to turn. We're going to turn through the many pages. Look at this. Owner's manual. System owner's manual. Navigation system owner's manual. Oh my goodness. Luckily for you guys, I've already pulled this out and marked the page ahead of time. So we're just going to get in here to the book of Lexus 2010 RX350 edition. And we're going to flip back here. Let's see, where was it? Okay. We're on page 472 of the Lexus Bible. And it says here, after changing the engine oil, USA only, the engine oil maintenance data should be reset. Perform the following procedure. Step 1, display the trip meter A, page 165. Then turn the power switch off. Step 2, while depressing the odometer trip button, turn the power switch to on mode. Keep the odometer trip button pressed for about 5 seconds. The resetting procedure is complete when 000. So now I'm going to push this button here. Nothing's happening, so I guess I have to... I'm not pushing the brake pedal, I just turned the car accessory on. I'm trying to. There we go. Push the button again. I've got the car accessories on. Okay, so now hold down the trip odometer button, which is over here on the lower left. They say. I'm holding that down. Now turn the car off. I'm still holding that button. Now it says turn it back on again. I'm not seeing any zeros flashing. Try it again. Resetting oil maintenance, it says, finally. Okay. Now we're just going to scroll through and make sure there's no lights or warnings about the oil maintenance. Okay, we're good. All right, so hopefully you got that. Basically what I did was I turned the engine on over here just by pushing the button once. Okay, so I pushed the button once. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I didn't turn the engine on, I just turned the accessories on by pushing this button one time. All right, and that moves the steering wheel and all that stuff, but you notice the gauges aren't lit up. So I'm going to go ahead and push that button again. Okay, now it's on. All your gauges and everything are on. So at this point what you do is you hold down that trip button when it's set on A. You have to have it set on trip A. You hold down the trip odometer button while at the same time you reach over here and you push this button here. That turns it off. Okay, so you keep on holding on to that thing, and then you cycle back through again, push it twice, and then that will show you up there at the top of the screen, right up there, it'll say resetting the oil data. So anyhow, it was kind of weird to do that. It took me 2 or 3 attempts, and it does every single time because I don't do it enough to remember how to do it. But now that I have this video, I can just refer to that. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and if it does, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for stopping by, and have a great day.